Hello everyone, welcome to this video, and in this video I'll cover frequent pitfalls that developers encounter during the iOS app submission process and how to avoid them. Because publishing iOS apps can be a challenging process due to Apple's strict guidelines and review process. By understanding these common issues, you'll be better equipped to avoid them and ensure a smooth publishing experience. So let's begin. Uh, the number one mistake often some developers do is ignoring App Store guidelines, because there are lots of guidelines, and sometimes we may reject or we may ignore some typical guidelines. Uh, so as we know that Apple's App Store guidelines are very detailed and regularly updated, and ignoring these guidelines is one of the most common reasons apps get rejected. Before we then start developing, we have to familiarize ourselves with the guidelines, especially around design, like the design of the app, user privacy, and performance. A thorough review of these guidelines will prevent unnecessary reworks and delays during submission. So basically, if we go to the Apple has provided a very well documented app review guidelines, where we can go through each of these guidelines. Mainly, I want to highlight the most important step is that the app which we were going to upload or distribute via App Store, then that app must be well tested to make it bug free and crash free. Because at any time during the review, if Apple review team, if they find it app is not working as expected, or if it is crashing, or some functions or some button is not working as expected, then their chances are high that our app will be rejected. So if we follow this particular app review guidelines provided by Apple, then it will be very good, so that we can we don't face that rejection and rework the whole thing. So next is providing inaccurate metadata during app submission process. Because metadata refers to the app's name, description, category, keywords, and other information present within the App Store. Providing inaccurate metadata such as wrong categories or poor descriptions can negatively impact your app's discoverability and even result in rejection. So ensure that your app's metadata accurately reflects its functionality and content and is aligned with App Store guidelines. Next is the poor quality screenshots and previews. So as the screenshots and app previews play a huge role in attracting potential users, so low quality images or irrelevant previews can deter users from downloading your app. Next year, to use high resolution device specific screenshots that showcase your app's main features and functionality. Use app reviews or short videos to highlight the key interactions which can greatly improve user engagement. Fourth, skipping app testing. As I mentioned previously, the very important step before submitting the app to the App Store is testing. So one of the worst things you can do is submit an app that has not been properly tested. If we submit without testing our app, then app bugs, performance issues, or compatibility problems across different devices are likely to be rejected. Be sure to test your app thoroughly on various iOS devices and operating systems versions, like iOS versions. Use test file to beta test your app with real users. So catching and fixing bugs before submission will save you from rejection headaches later. So again and again we have to test the app. We have to take the reviews. The feedback from the tester and work on those feedback. If there are any bugs, we have to fix them. Again, we have to test the app, and once it is bug free, then we should only proceed with the app submission. Next is not preparing for app store rejection. So as many developers are not prepared for the possibility of app store rejection, but it happens frequently. Rejections often occur due to small issues that are easy to fix. So do not panic if this happens. Apple will usually provide specific results for the rejection. So use that feedback to resolve the issue and resubmit the app promptly. Sometimes only some missing information because of some the missing information app is rejected. In that case, you just have to provide that information and again ask for the review. At that situation, we do not have to provide we do not have to upload the new build. So it depends on the rejection reason, because Apple will provide the specific reason very clearly why the app got rejected. So just focus on that if it is rejected and do not panic. Next is missing legal requirements. Legal requirements, as Apple requires certain legal documents such as privacy policy. This is very much important. Privacy policy, as it is also mentioned in the this document, app review document guidelines. Here, all apps must include link to their privacy policy in App Store Connect metadata field and within the app in an easily accessible manner. So the privacy policy must clearly and explicitly identify what data, if any, the app or the service collects, how it collects the data, and all uses of that data. So this is very much important. We have to provide, and this is mandatory, the document, the mandatory information we have to provide to the Apple. So while we are submitting the app for review. So it requires, as I said, a certain legal documents such as privacy policy and terms of service to be included with your app, especially if your app collects any user data. Non-compliance with legal requirements like GDPR can also lead to rejections or delays. Ensure you have all the required documentation in place before submission to avoid legal complications and delays. Next is rushing for app updates. While it is important to keep your app updated, rushing updates without thorough testing can cause problems. So frequent minor updates that do not fix issues or add value can frustrate users, and unresolved bugs can lead to rejections. So make sure every update is meaningful, well tested, and improves the overall user experience before pushing it to the App Store. So app updates, while doing updating the versions of app or the app itself, we have to at every step, whether it is the first time upload or the updates upload, every step or every every time you have to test and upload that app to make it to make sure app has not any major issues like bugs, like crashes. So this is the rushing for app updates. Do not rush and do not take time and update the app carefully without affecting existing features. So next is improper use of keywords. Keywords help users discover the app, so using the right ones is very crucial. Overloading the keyword field with irrelevant or misleading terms can result in rejection. So we have to be careful while giving the keywords. So we have to research it. We have to research the most relevant keywords for our app and use them appropriately to improve mm, the app's ranking and visibility in the App Store results. Next is ignoring localization. If you want to reach a global audience, ignoring localization is a missed opportunity. Localizing your app's metadata and in-app content allows you to target users in different regions and languages, which can significantly expand your user base. Localize your app for different markets, then paying attention to cultural differences and language preferences. Another mistake we often do is poor version control of our app. So clear version control is important for both developers and users. Mismanaging version numbers or failing to provide accurate change logs can confuse users and even reviewers, leading to potential rejections. Always use clear and logical version numbers and ensure that you provide accurate change logs for each update. So to sum up, avoiding these common mistakes will significantly increase your chances of smooth and successful App Store submission. Follow the App Store guidelines. Test your app thoroughly. Follow the App Store guidelines, whatever guidelines is provided here by Apple. This particular link is very much important for the developers or whoever taking the role for responsibility for uploading the apps into App Store. So test your app thoroughly, use accurate metadata, and be prepared for rejections. Localizations, legal compliance, and proper version control are also key elements to consider. By following these best practices, you can ensure that your app is not only approved but also performs well on the App Store. If you have any specific experiences or concerns about submitting your app, feel free to share. I will provide guidance. Thank you for your attention today, and I hope this helps you have a smoother app submission process. Thank you.